Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Monae and I am really excited today to be back on this YouTube channel. I know I have been away for some time. I really felt called to do it, and my guides also told me that it's really time for me to rest because I do feel a big energy upgrade happening right now. I don't know if you guys can feel it too, but it has definitely been a interesting couple of months, I have to say. I honestly feel as though a lot of us collectively, when it was coming towards the end of the energetic year, which is really Pisces season, I feel as though that time of the year can be a little bit difficult because I feel as though you either have your breakthrough right before Pisces season, during, or a little bit right after. Well, 100% right after, because we have Aries season. And as you guys know it, I am a big believer that Aries season is really the new year. That's like the new start of life. That's when things you will see start to bloom. Even if you look out in nature, you will see plants, flowers, even just insects start to bloom more, and you will see them with more frequency. So it's definitely been an interesting time for me. I definitely had a lot of mental things happening in the last couple of months. I feel as though I was in a low vibe, but the reason why that is because I think that I was putting a lot of pressure on myself when it came to certain things in my life. Like, I told myself I had to be this way, if not, then it's not good at all. And even though I am someone that you guys go to on YouTube to learn more about spirituality and manifesting, I want you always to know that I am also a student in this game of life with you, and I'm always learning just as you are every single day. So it was really interesting when that ego came into my life really heavily and just talking in my mind a lot. And I feel as though I'm reading this book. It's really amazing. It's called The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. It's really phenomenal. It's so good. And that has been a great practice for me lately. It's just been reading more and just spending more time with myself. And honestly, I am going to be really honest with you guys. I mean, manifestation for me was a bit tough these last couple of months. Like, things weren't necessarily aligning the way that I wanted them to, or the way I thought that they should have. And it had caused me to make certain choices that I wasn't really so happy and excited to make, but I'm really grateful that I have now. Especially where I am in my life now, I feel less stress. I feel as though there's a weight lifted off in my life. And I just really wanted to share with you guys in today's video that determination is required when it comes to manifestation, because I feel as though even though I was in a low vibe for quite some time, or at least I felt like my creative energy was very low. I will say that. I don't feel as though I was really unhappy. I just want to say that I felt like low vibe in the sense of my creative energy was really low. Like, I didn't know necessarily what I wanted to film, what I wanted to post. Because I do want you guys to know that every video that you see me post online is genuinely me wanting to do that. It's like I felt called to do it that day, to film and put it out there. So that's exactly what I'm doing in today's video. But if I don't feel that energy, then I'm not gonna film, because I can't fake it. I'm pretty sure that some of you will be able to tell, oh, something's off with Summer in this video, or I noticed something about her energy's a little bit different. And I never want to present myself out there like that, even though I know I don't want to come across as this super happy person. I am a human being, but I just feel as though you guys come to this channel to be uplifted. So therefore, I want to make sure I'm in that uplifting energy to pour into you guys. But in order to do that, my capacity be full first, right? So, in this time, I was really just spending a lot of time with old patterns in my life, even just toxic patterns within myself. I really wanted to fix that. And it really wasn't easy when I had to bring light to it. When you're like, oh my goodness, I thought I worked on this thing, but it still needs to be worked on, and that's okay. I really think the biggest thing I want to share is to give yourself grace when you are in that transformation phase of your manifestation, or if you're in that place of your manifestation where you can't really hold on to anything and things are all like in the air, kind of meaning in the sense of like nothing is settled, set in stone yet, right? Like, you're in the midst of it all. And I think honestly that could be energetically or even emotionally, it could be a scary place to be. But I think that's also where a lot of magic will happen, because I feel as though that is where your determination is required in that phase of life where you don't know what is to come next in your life. You know what you do want though, but you don't know necessarily what's on the way to you. But I am going to share with you guys today's video that when you are in that phase of life where you don't necessarily know what's coming next. There's nothing to hold on to. Life is just telling you to hold on to your faith a little bit more tighter. And I feel as though for me personally, holding on to my faith was, there were days where I literally was just like, I felt like a failure. I felt like, man, like, I need to stay on this schedule. I need to stay in this, I guess, cycle of how I'm doing things. And that's not necessarily true. I feel as though life will always give us opportunity to see things a little bit differently. And life definitely did that for me. And I was really able to learn from my mistakes. I really was. I was able to learn more about myself. I was even able to be called more to learning more about myself when I relate to money, when I relate to love. As we know it, we were in the Venus retrograde, and I have Libra and Taurus quite heavy in my chart. So, and we had the Mercury retrograde, and I also have Gemini and Virgo heavily in my chart as well. So it was just a lot of energy for me to navigate through personally. And I feel as though life gave me this opportunity to actually fix what's not working. I've been journaling a lot more. Like every single day I make sure to, at least if it's not in my physical journal, at least in my iPhone notes, where I express myself, how I'm feeling today, what bothered me, what am I breaking through, what's something that would bother me, but I found a way to come over that, So it was just, I feel as though these last couple of months have been a big realization for me. I learned so much about myself, how to navigate through situations even better. And I also learned how to deal with fear a little bit better, because I did create a video for you guys not too long ago. And that video was about, living in fear, like what's worse than living in fear. And when I made that video, that was actually happening in my life. I am going to be honest with you guys. Most of the time when I am putting out content for you guys, it's something that I am also working through. That's why I'm able to share that abundance and that wisdom for you, is because I'm currently going through it, and these are the things that I'm finding that are working for me in that process. So I really want you guys to always know that everything that I say to you, it's something that I do apply in my own life. Yeah, there are times where I don't listen to the things that I say, but that's all of us. And I just think that time is the opportunity for you to go back to remembering who you truly are and your values and your beliefs. So to tie everything together, when it comes to determination with your manifestation right now, if you feel right now as you're watching me, like, wow, things have happened already, things are opening up for me in my life, I feel really great, I can start to see the light, then I'm really happy for you, because I know what that feeling is like, to being in that determination field for quite some time, looking out to the world to ask, where is this? I've been asking, I've been praying, I've been doing the things I have to do to open up myself to this blessing. Why isn't it showing up? But that's not our job ever. Never ask why something isn't showing up, because who said it's not? Only you are saying it's not, because it's not physically here right now. I want you to know that universe has a better plan. Universe kind of laughs at the plans that we create, because it's really, the universe is the ultimate thing that will allow us to get to where we want to be. We can say everything that we want, but the universe is really like the gas vehicle that gets us there. You can't necessarily receive anything in your life without the higher source, right? And I feel as though our blessings don't necessarily happen to us, but they come through us, right? So that's something else that I have been realizing in my life as well. It's like remembering that, yes, I do attract good things to me, and I attract things to my life, but that's solely because I am the energy that is attracting it, that is coming through to me, because I am matching that frequency. So again, if you feel as though right now you're starting to feel the light in your life and that energy shift, then I'm so happy for you. And if you right now are currently feeling like you are still in your transformation phase, you are still in this place of, I'm not sure what's going on, but I am smiling either way, right? If you feel as though you're there right now, I want you to know that I'm so proud of you, to be persistent, to be determined, to still focus on your vision, even if your 3D experience is not showing that to you right now, because I always want you guys to know, I know it's not easy, but it is very simple to every single time in your life where you feel as though your focus is going downward and not upward to the things that you do want to manifest in your life. I want you to stop for a second, put your hand over your heart and remind yourself everything is always working out for me. All my needs are met now and forevermore. I want you to think about the past times in your life where it was really hard and really tough, and I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and smile, because you are the only person that has gotten through it that time again and again, right? And you will get through this time as well. And I just want you guys to feel really safe with that. The reason why I'm speaking about this heavily, especially in the last couple of videos, is because energetically it was really hard for a lot of us these last couple of months. It really was. And I feel as though that heavy energy is kind of still here because we are not quite in Aries season. I don't feel as though the energy right now is to be authoritative, to be in the masculine. I still feel as though the energy is to be in that feminine energy, to kind of call things into our lives, to kind of realign to the things that we do want to manifest, and even just to go over things that you may have to change, right? Just, I think taking a good view of your life right now is going to be great, because again, we are at the end of the year energetically, right? So it's a good time to close out things. It's a great time for you to look and be aware of what's in your life so that you know what to change. But honestly, the biggest thing I do want to share with you guys is that the universe is here for us all the time. It supports us all of the time. And I just want us to be better listeners to what our spirit is telling us. If you feel more called to go out there and do something, go out there and do it. If you feel more called to rest, to spend more time with yourself, then do that. If you feel more called to literally isolate yourself from the world so that you can elevate your own being, your own beliefs, then do that. I'm really big also on just deepening your understanding of your inner wisdom, and that's going to require a lot of quiet time. One thing I am going to share with you guys that is really powerful that I have been doing in my day-to-day life. I honestly have been staring at the clouds. Like, it could be just a minute or two or a couple of minutes, but staring at the clouds reminds me of the serenity that life has to offer me. It reminds me that nothing is ever still in life, so therefore nothing in our lives will ever be still. Meaning things are always moving all of the time. So it would be foolish for us to believe that magic isn't happening in our lives, even if we feel as though our 3D experience isn't showing that back to us, right? So looking at the clouds every single day has allowed me to remember stillness is power, has reminded me that everything is always moving in this universe, therefore so are the things in my life. And it has reminded me the power of oneness with source, with nature. And when you are one with source and nature, you have that quiet time to remember, like, oh, I am a human being, but I'm a soul being too. And I don't have to listen to the things that my thoughts may be saying to me. I don't have to take authority of anything. I am just the viewer. I am just the witnesser of this experience. And I think that's where the power is, to take your ego out of every situation and remember that you are just a simple viewer, right? If you're in a difficult situation right now, if you feel like a negative thought comes over your mind, I want you to remember that it's okay for that thing to come through. But are you going to say it's yours? Are you going to take authority of that emotion, of that feeling, of that thought? Or are you going to let it just pass through you? That's something that book has really been amazing for me as well. Again, reminder, the book is called, sorry about that, my dog started barking midway through, but I just want to let you guys know, reminder, the book is called The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. It's really phenomenal. I really would love for you guys to pick that up if you can and just start to read it, because it is really life-changing, and it was recommended to me by a great friend of mine, so shout out to you, Roz, for that. But I'm just really grateful to be back on this platform, to be back to give you guys more videos, and just us manifesting all the things that we do want. But I also want you guys to know this channel is about manifestation, but it's also about like the realness of spirituality, the good, the bad that comes with it. And that's not necessarily to say the bad, but the dark that does come with it. And you just have to be in that flow, and remember that life is a cycle. Life has seasons. And another thing I'm going to share with you guys, I've been noticing this a lot too in a lot of people's lives that I have been doing tarot for. Also, give you guys a reminder, if you're ever looking for a tarot reading personally by me, please make sure to always click the Wizio link in the description box below. But I've been noticing that tarot has a way of working out in cycles of 3, 6, or 9. That's something I have been noticing. I'm not saying that's for everyone, but for me, I have been seeing that, especially for the people that I have been reading for. I've been seeing some manifestations do happen within, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, or for 9 or for 12. And I just want us to all remember that time is an illusion, and it's just really about focusing on the energy that we are given with our planets and how we can work through them and navigate through them. So just be looking out for that in your life. How you're feeling right now. Did you feel like this 3 months ago? Did you feel like this 6 months ago? Did you feel like this 9 months ago? And kind of use that to navigate through it right now. Also, I want you to be excited to know the next 3 months, the next 6 months, the next 9 months of your life will be beautiful. Things will change because that's just life. Nothing is ever constant. Nothing is ever the same. And dust never settles. So I really feel as though you should never settle in your life as well. If you're not happy with what you're witnessing in your life, that is just a reminder to tell you need to be more determined in your vision. Be determined in feeling good right now, even though it's pouring, raining outside. A great friend of mine, may he be resting in peace right now, but he had said to me, Summer, when you feel as though your life is in a snowstorm, please make sure to put the window down and stick your head out and smile, because you have to be able to enjoy it. I know that sounds hard to say, it's hard to receive right now, especially if you are going through a hard time. But I just want to remind you that this is so temporary. You will never be here again in this moment, feeling this energy. So how can you show the universe that you are taking something away from this experience to be better, to excel, to even be better for the greater good of society, to help someone else through something? So I just wanted to do that for today's video. I didn't want to make this one too chatty or too long, but I really just want to share with you guys how grateful I am for each of you, honestly, supporting me throughout this whole journey, even when I take breaks online, anything like that. I'm just so blessed for each of you, honestly, trusting me within your own spiritual journey. It just means so much to me. And we are going to get through this together because we currently are, right? So I love you guys so very much. And as I do in every single video, I am going to affirm with you. So in today's video, the affirmation is going to be, I am proud of me. I am proud of me. I am proud of me. I really want you guys to show yourself appreciation today. I really want you to even think about all the great things you've accomplished. Yeah, you have things to do, but look at all the great things you have already done. And let that be the reminder for you that you too will conquer. You too will get through this, through your persistence, through your determination. And honestly, just the love for yourself will grow even more when you get to see how far you've come, in life. And I just want you guys to always remember that you will get through this as long as you continue to wake up and prove to yourself that you will get through this, right? So I continue to send all my love, my light, and my grace to each of you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.